Isaiah.
So that change, they started using virgin 500 years after Isaiah, meaning in the original text, it is not virgin. 500 years after Isaiah, before they started using virgin. Why are you putting a word that is not there into the Bible?
Absolutely, I must say, grace found us again. And greetings to you all, my lovely viewers and cherished subscribers. You know how we do it. If you haven't subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? You need to join the family. It's a big one, and you know how we do it here. You are all welcome, my newbies and my old G's. Tonight's conversation is bold, sensitive, and a bit deeply thought-provoking. We'll go into it quite shortly. Like I always say, we don't just hear what we have been preached to or repeated to and protected for generations. We examine what we have been taught, we question it, and we put it under pressure. This is Lizmedia for you, and this is Behind the Lens with me, Queen Liz. I am seated, and I welcome you once again. Yes, the Queen herself in her full grace and graciousness. Right, today we are asking the uncomfortable questions. We challenge the popular assumptions and we dig beneath the surface of belief. Yes, we are looking at one of the most quoted verses in Christianity's defense of the virgin birth, Isaiah 7 verses 14. It says, "Behold, a virgin shall conceive." That line alone, emphasis on that one. I am taking your mind to something. Please give me your full, undivided, undiluted attention. Let's get into this. For centuries, many Christians have pointed to Isaiah 7 verse 14 as proof of the virgin birth of Jesus. It is quoted boldly, preached passionately, and defended as prophecy being fulfilled. You will agree on this one. Was this truly a prophecy after Jesus written centuries ahead of time? Or was it a later interpretation built on translation, theology, and tradition? Because once you dig deeper, the question gets louder. Yes. Was Isaiah speaking to King Ahaz in his own time, or not about events hundreds of years later? We are asking all of this. Why does the Hebrew word in Isaiah raise debate among scholars? And why does Matthew quote the Greek version in a way that seems to reshape the meaning? This is the million-dollar question. But here is where things get a bit interesting. Did Isaiah really say virgin, or did he actually mean young woman? Was this prophecy truly about Jesus centuries later, or was Isaiah speaking about a sign meant for his own time, his own people, and his own political crisis? And if that is the case, then the question becomes even more sharper. There's a deeper truth that we need to dig out. Was this divine prophecy we are asking, or later a theological packaging? I'm sure you are turning your minds to something. It's getting a bit mind-boggling, and then we'll get into it quite shortly. So tonight, we are not tiptoeing around this issue at all. No, not at all. So joining me on this one, I am having Avraham bin Moshey with me in the studio. This is one-on-one Behind the Lens with me, Queen Liz, and my reader, yes, who is also here helping me navigate through the scriptures and setting the pace right. He is a common sense leader, critic, and religious researcher. You know him, Dada. He is not a new person, but he gives to us wotu all the time. Serves it hot and spicy. So join me as we unpack the claims, the context, the contradictions, and the controversies surrounding the birth and myth, and also the Isaiah 7 verse 14. We are going to delve into it quite shortly. This is not a conversation for lazy thinking or emotional shortcuts. This is a conversation for people who are ready to confront text with honesty. So stay with us as we go behind the lens. I introducing my guest. You know him, Dada. One-on-one. Avraham bin Moshey is in the building, yeah. How you doing?
I'm fine, Queen.
Hey, this conversation is going to shake tables.
This one, dear.
I am fully in for this. I like it already. I know that I'm going to learn some 1 or 2B as well. I'm going to pick something home.
This topic is one of the main and concrete reason why I rejected Jesus Christ.
Hey, another one.
This one of the foundation.
One.
Yeah, there were 2 topics, Isaiah 7:14 and Isaiah 53. And the one that I suffered to decode was Isaiah 53, and I think it's an amazing topic, and people think it's about Jesus.
Why don't you open a theological school?
You see, sometimes people judge you based on your credentials before they accept you. So I think I'm planning on going to school too.
I think he can be a very good candidate as a CRS teacher in the senior high schools. I mean, this kind of credential thing, no, please, can we do away with it for once?
Yeah, I've been receiving calls from some of the universities.
Of course.
Some professors have started mentioning my name in class.
Of course.
Because what I teach, I spent years learning from scholars, and then learning from the Jewish people, doing my research, checking text, going back. You see, when I wanted to see all this truth, I stood out of religion. If you want to see the truth,
you have to come out of your comfort zone.
When listening to me, like when listening to Lizmedia, when you are a Muslim and there is UTI that we're here, God's general and I'm here, don't listen as if you are a Muslim. Yes, you listen as if you are now listening to understand.
Exactly.
But when you join and you come, I'm a Muslim.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't think straight.
No. You use critical thinking to judge what Avraham will say.
Exactly.
You use critical thinking to judge what God's general will say. And you will use your heart to accept whatever the Muslim will say.
Exactly. I think that was the challenge we were facing initially.
Yeah.
But even UTI that one now, he understands the game. I think Lizmedia, we need some, claps.
Yeah, we
need some applause.
We are growing.
Laud us. Yeah, dear. It's not easy bringing all these 3 people in one room, huh? You, Olosho, we have to work on you. You come, I'll work on you. Olosho, you are really needed. You'll be worked on. I will get there. It's, getting, you're self-conscious. It's not easy. And yet easy. It's an awakening that you need to put things away. It's a very uncomfortable journey, if you would ask me, because
it's not a smooth journey at all. It's very painful. Things that you were taught as a child, for you to grow to discover it is not true.
Exactly.
Imagine your real father.
Exactly.
Your real father died when your mother was pregnant. Then maybe I married your mother. Your mother doesn't want you to feel the pain of knowing you lost your father. So from childhood, I was introduced to you as your father, and you accepted me for the past 30 years.
Exactly.
Then imagine on your 30th birthday, your mother called you and told you, I want to tell you something. Avraham is not your father.
Aye.
Imagine how you will feel. It is not easy. It's all of us, we've been through this.
Not at all.
Yes, and we are not doing this because we want to stand on somebody's neck and then make mockery of somebody's religion.
Pressing neck.
That is not the idea at all. The idea is to look for the truth.
Exactly.
These books, either the Quran or the Bible, were given to us by foreigners. We don't know them anywhere. The Arabs came to Africa because of slavery and then to better their system. So they came to look for people here. the Europeans came not with the idea to introduce God to you.
No.
They came to make you slaves.
On their business.
And they introduced
Strictly.
their religion to you. You see, and it's got to a time the Catholic Church became so powerful. Europe became so powerful that, and when we talk about the Roman Empire, it included a whole lot. Portugal, I think Portugal, Britain, Spain, France.
Exactly.
Yes, Switzerland, a whole lot.
A whole
So
lot
it
of
was
countries.
a mighty empire
Exactly.
that conquered the whole world. And they are the same people who came to Africa to give us borders. Africa was without borders. So they colonized us and then gave us even our
we need
names.
to do an in-depth one again.
Yes,
on
we
that,
have
because that
topics
one
to
was
treat.
in the Bible.
Yes.
We have to do the slavery itself and
Yes. You see, so a whole lot. Then they introduced their religion. Imagine the names they gave to us. Now you see an African with the name Francis, an African with the name Gloria, an African with the name Mavis. But we have our indigenous African names. Very, very beautiful, very, very beautiful names. Look at our brother Asamoah Jan with his full name.
Exactly.
You see, yes, Nigerians have amazing names.
Well, Nigerians are good with
Yeah, they are good.
theirs.
They are good in maintaining their names. So
we
have a lot. We have a lot to discover. The African has lost his identity.
Exactly.
We've lost our language. We've lost even our food. We've lost our food, our dressing. We've lost it. You see, even appreciating the African hair. You see, we've lost a whole lot, and we must come back to our roots. And the downfall of every civilization is when you lose your identity. When you lose your identity, because Bob Marley said, when you know your history, you know where you are coming from. Exactly. We don't know our history. So we will plead with our brothers. We are not doing this show just to undermine anybody's religion or just to throw dust into people's eyes. And one amazing thing about me is I prove everything from the same scripture. And today will be one amazing topic.
Amazing, huh? Let's go to my reader for the day. How are you, my guy? Fine. Hey, your voice is low for me.
I'm fine.
Hey, give your two to them. Shout out. Yes, my reader is here today looking sharp. I know he's keeping his African style. He's repping it. Very nice and smooth, as you can see. So today he's ready for us. And I hope you guys are ready as well. Before we delve into tonight's conversation, let's just do some little gossip. Kakra. Let's delve into the trending issues for the week. And I'm sure a lot has been going on. You know that. But let me go to my man, Avraham bin Moshey, for something that has been going on kakra on our socials. So let's take it first. Let me go to Fire Uja's issue. Fire Uja with our very own Olama. She was here, during some weeks or months ago, and we had an episode with her, which was very nice. But looking at what is going on between herself and Fire Uja, what do you deduce from all of this? Kindly give us your take on what is actually happening.
Okay. Since the issue happened, I heard Naiwe. Some people went to Fire Uja's church last Sunday claiming they are from the Naiwe, which is the traditional court in Accra. So, and there was a little confusion in Fire Uja's church.
Exactly.
And me being somebody that I criticize Christianity, I have a beef with Fire Uja. Even last week I joined his live. I wanted us to have a very beautiful dialogue.
Okay.
And he was being disrespectful to me. The video is very, very disrespectful. But I didn't say anything.
Do you have any personal mischiefs or
No. The only problem he has is why am I criticizing or talking about his religion? Whilst the Christians are in the position to even go to the extent of insulting our tradition. And I brought this in because of the issue that happened.
Exactly.
They don't respect our tradition. Then I heard there was a misunderstanding in his church.
Exactly.
The first question everybody should ask Fire Uja is, he claims to be a prophet. He prophesied that we will lose a certain or an ex-president.
Exactly.
That one, he saw it. He told us there will be an earthquake in Ghana. That one, he saw it. There will be a confusion in your church.
That one
he didn't see it. You see, this is what I'm telling
Hey,
you.
I
He should have told his church members in the morning that the Lord has revealed to me that people will come
They
and
are on
attack
our
us
way to
and
arrest
beat. Some
me.
of the members were beaten and some were bleeding.
Oh.
This pastor didn't see it. When the matter got out of hands,
Escalated,
then
yeah.
he started calling police. I told you, man, the problem,
Man, the solution.
Why didn't he call Angel Gabriel?
Ajay,
Why didn't he call God?
Shey Bulleto.
You see, I'm not saying this because I'm coming to defend what the people did, but
exactly.
I'm building my point from the perspective that these people have made us know that they communicate with God.
Exactly.
And they see things before they happen. And I'm telling you, Queen Liz, you don't need to be a pastor, a spiritualist, or anything to foresee the future. Naturally, all of us sleep and we dream.
Okay.
99% of our dreams do not come to pass, and some do come to pass.
Exactly.
Almost 99% of those watching me have dreamt and it has come to pass before. That doesn't make them prophet. It is something natural. Then we have this our natural instinct. Queen Liz, you can be in your car.
Okay.
A car may bypass you. Then you may tell your friend, this car will if it doesn't watch, will get an accident on the road. You can go 20-30 minutes time, go and see an accident. That make you a prophet.
No.
You use your sense
sharpness.
of good judgment. You can watch the lifestyle of some of your friends and you tell that your friend, if you don't take care, you will suffer in the future. And the person will suffer.
Exactly.
Smart people predict the future depending on what they see today. So,
Right.
yes, so our future is infused into the present. Queen Liz, the future of Lizmedia is what we are doing today. So this is the foundation for a better future.
Exactly.
And I look at how Lizmedia is moving. Somebody can just watch Lizmedia, see our views and say, this show will be one of the greatest shows in Africa. Why? Because of the maturity, the quality of content we give,
Exactly.
the quality of pictures. Yes, and this with our quality, I'm telling you, if you don't have a good phone, your phone will even freeze. Yes, I'm telling you, your phone will freeze. So, please, so I'm telling Christians, please stop calling certain people man of God. All of us are the children of God. That is my first point. My second point is I condemn whatever those gentlemen went to Fire Oj's church to do.
Exactly.
But
that
Queen
was a
Liz,
bit harsh.
Queen Liz, but I have videos here. The first person everybody must blame is Fire Oja.
Ajay.
You see, there is something that we call the law of cause and effect.
Okay.
If Fire Oja has proven to be number one, a pastor who will be disciplined and watch his utterances, Fire Oja doesn't respect, I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Number one, what sparked all this issue? Queen Liz, it is this thread.
Now you're wearing purple.
Purple.
Or violet.
Violet.
Now
it was red. It was red.
Red string.
Do you know I removed the red because of Fire Oja?
You're saying?
Yes, yes, and it's not on my wrist because of anything. Now, let me tell Ghanaians and the world what happened. There has been a lot of Ghanaians putting this red band on their hand. And I'm happy Lizmedia is an international platform. And all over the world, the Chinese, the Indian, some people in Europe, they have this culture of putting red band and they have meaning into it.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with it. All of a sudden, Fire Oja started condemning this red band, telling people, business owners that they should sack anybody with this red band on the wrist.
Oh, bad.
So when he started attacking this red band, and this red band is in the Bible, the walls of Jericho, it wasn't on anybody's wrist. But when the walls of Jericho, there was a command that the Israelites were surrounded with singing and trumpets who break the wall. There was a direction that was it Rahab? Yeah, I think Rahab. Yeah, she'll hang a red thread by the window and nothing will happen to her. So this red thread then is in your Bible. You started condemning it, and Olamami came live. With all due respect, Olamami didn't attack Fire Oja. Olamame addressed it that,
she also wears it too.
Yes.
I mean,
So Olamame addressed Fayoja that, man of God, please, you can't condemn this, because then Olamame explained. All of a sudden, Fayoja came live saying all stuff about Olamame. He started intimidating this lady. He knows the lady. The lady what went to the extent of saying even the children that Olamame has with the husband, husband is not it's not the rightful.
The man should go and do DNA. And
the man should go and do DNA. Then Olamame says no, this is defamation of character.
Of course.
So this Fayoja didn't demonstrate Christian attitude. That's what I always say. I told them they should read 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 22 or 2 Timothy 2:22. Qualities of a good Christian. You become calm. You know how to soak pressure when the people are on you. You Christians, people have to insult you, and you rather have to show maturity. Now go and look at social media. Go and see the way pastors are insulting. So if Fayoja had been disciplined as a pastor, as an example to his church members, all this wouldn't have happened. Now look, at the long run, you couldn't have your service last Sunday. Some of your members were beaten.
Oh God.
Now it is up to you to go back to the Nawe. And still, he is still condemning Nawe. Now, Olamame reported this issue to the traditional court.
Okay.
Fayoja went and you lost the case.
He said he didn't lose.
What he did was very disrespectful, because after losing the case, he came out, granted interview, saying he has won. And they started throwing powder on him, which is a sign of disrespect to the traditional court. Secondly, he went live insulting the traditional court, saying it's idol worship.
Walked out on
yes, he walked out on them.
In the palace.
And there is a video. That one, I never saw Fayoja causing any confusion there.
Yeah.
But last month, there was a video from the Nawe that Fayoja came there with his members, and there was a bit of confusion, and they even broke some of their chairs.
That's allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay. So I have the video here.
Okay.
So, meaning Fayoja has provoked the traditional people.
Okay.
And they are the custodians of the land.
The land, exactly.
And they will teach you that Shikpon, and I'm telling you, Gan people won't sit there. For you, you are not a Gan. Most of us, we are not Gan people. We are living on their land, getting our daily bread, building our houses. We have to give them the due respect. Even if the Nayo says you've lost the case and you think you've won, and you want to take it to the main court that we know, then you take it to the main court that no, somebody took me here, they say I've lost and I want to appeal. Something beautiful. Exactly. You leave the case to your lawyers to deal with it. Handle. You don't go around insulting traditional people, calling them idol worship. It is these same idol worship people who gave them their land that you are having your church on.
Church service on.
Church service on. Even the Bible teaches that when you live in any country, pray for the peace of that country, then abide by the rules and regulations, provided it does not contradict Christianity. Exactly. You understand? So I don't understand. Imagine the whole year you've had your church service. The Gan people, the owners of the land, says we have this 3, 4, 5 days that we will celebrate our festival. During our festival, don't play instrument. What is wrong with having a church service without instrument for just one Sunday?
My Christian people.
Then you see some pastors insulting them, and this idol worship, and this is stupidity, this is nonsense. You don't do that. You don't do that. Even me, Avraham, that I don't even insult them. That I'm even question their belief system. They call me devil. How much more you Christians who go around insulting people? And I blame the church members too, because they don't advise their pastors. They don't advise them.
Do you think they don't? Sometimes, pastors are being seen as,
yes, they portray themselves as demigods.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you a member, how do you see yourself?
Yes, now, calling them daddy and papa, daddy and papa, grandpa.
How can you go and advise this papa and daddy?
So I blame Fayoja. If he had shown Christian virtues, none of this would have happened. Let us say, even if Olamame did something against you, man of God, are you not the same people preaching forgiveness?
Exactly.
Are you not the same people preaching humility? Now, Fayoja want to present himself as if He is not that kind of pastor that will come down for anybody. If you insult me, I will insult you. If you do this, I will do this. And he doesn't know. Gradually, he is losing fame, he is declining. The day the issue happened, one big man of God called me that, Avraham, I beg you, as for this issue, don't talk about my brother. I said, no. Even if I will address it, I will address the issue as if he has gotten a problem and I'm coming to use the problem to tarnish his image. You see, your fire, Oja, if you are listening to me, I told you the other time that you are very lucky. You have a successful church. You have the name. Your name is out there. Just do your church. Preach your message. They come live on TikTok and they don't even quote Bible verses. They will be on TikTok behaving as if they are unbelievers. When you see them with some haircut and some lies in it, gone are the days that you see a pastor. I said, gone are the days that you see a pastor with those lifestyle. Now look at the way pastors dress. More than Jay-Z, more than 50 Cent. Huh? Now pastors come live showing their cars, showing their building, showing their mansions, while Jesus, Peter, and Paul never enriched themselves with Christianity. Now they come live, show their property. The other time I saw this same fire which are preaching in his church that as for him, he was telling his church member, as for him, God has blessed him. He has been traveling, going and coming, so they should look. All your blessings come from the church members. When the church members stop coming to church, where will you get your blessing? They come. Fire Oja have been coming live these days. The moment he comes live, will put his Momo number there. Sow a seed into my life. Sow a seed into my life. You see? And these people will come and tell me that I sweat and take care of my children, that me man bobra.
Your 9 children.
Me that I sweat. So it's up to them. They are not showing Christian I even demonstrate Christianity more than them. I always tell them. When it's come to humility, people insult me, I don't mind them. Say anything at the comment section, I won't reply you unless I want to make joke out of it. Me even when some people come under my post and then they will be commenting, they will write abua, then they will be repeating it. Then I will advise them, please let the insult be a bit dynamic. The abua is too much. You can add Kwasiani Jimmy so that it will box up.
So you don't even care?
I don't care. I will tell you, you can add my mother and add my children. Yes. So when you do that, the person thinks, I'm not getting him. The reason why the youth are on the neck of Ajagraja is that's how people behave. When they do one thing and you are hurt by, that's what they will keep on repeating.
They keep on hitting.
Imagine you want them. If you don't know and you insult me and you mention my husband's name, you will see. And they will say it's your weak point. They will always insult your husband.
I get it.
But when you say me, you can insult my husband. You can insult my mother. I don't care.
They don't even know where to target.
So sometimes look at what people. So that's why the moment I started being on social media, I always clap for myself. I started with the number of children I have.
Ooh.
Right away, 12 years ago, I told them, I have a lot of children. Do you know if I hadn't shown the number of kids I have,
people would have used it against you.
They would have used it against me. Whilst having children is not even a crime.
Exactly.
There is this lady at Sumpa that Ghanaians have started insulting her, tarnishing her image because she doesn't have a child.
Ooh.
Someone doesn't have some, you are insulting the person. I have 9, you are insulting me. The other day I said I have 9 kids and somebody said, hey, at how old are you? And I said 45. They said, hey. And I said, me, I have 9 human beings. At the age of 45, you say, hey. What if I told you I have 9 cars at the age of 45? You say God has blessed me. Are you normal? Can you compare car to kids? There are thousands of cars in each of my children. There are thousands of houses in each of my children. So the black man thinks about the seed. Thinks about the fruit, not the seed. Bring a Chinese and an African. Hold orange and orange seed. Present it to the African. The African will pick the orange.
And leave the seed.
Won't even peel. Divide it into 4.
The
Chinese, I'm telling you, even the seed will use it as football. The Chinese will pick the seed because there are thousands of oranges in one seed. So there is a way of thinking that I want my people to come back, and then we start reasoning all our blessings, all our riches in the way we think. It's all about mindset. When you study the law of attraction, yes, and even me saying the law of attraction is Fire Oja who attracted all these problems to himself based on his utterances. How can you come live on social media, undermine and speak against a traditional court? You live on their land. You understand? Give them the due respect. You can even when they say you've lost the case, the best thing to do was to appeal and apologize. You see, they feel shy to come out and say, I am sorry. That's what they feel shy to do. Me, I say, I've apologized several times on my platform. There was one time I said something about Islam. Even what I said wasn't wrong. The other day I said it when UTI that was here. What I said wasn't wrong. But how I framed it wasn't the best. Because there are elderly people in Islam. There are presidents, vice presidents, ministers who are Muslims. Look at Chief Imam is a Muslim. So if I say anything about Muslims and I don't frame it well, I may end up insulting. I came out and I apologized to my Muslim brothers that I'm very sorry. I've been doing this for the past 9 to 10 years. You've not been angry before. I've seen some few Muslims are saying what I said they don't like. I came out, I apologized. There was a time I was even provoked by one pastor. They intentionally brought him to provoke me. And when the guy started provoking, I was warning the host that I'm a human being. I have emotions. This guy have been provoking me since we came. It was a debate, and I sent my boys to be there. I will come. When my boys got there, they started insulting my boys, the pastors, insulting my boys. My boys didn't say. So one guy called me. His name is Jet Lee. Hey. He said, boss, we are here. And the pastor and the Bible reader, they are insulting us and everybody is quiet. And I called the one who holds the debate that he should control them. I came, they started doing it during the debate. Personal attack, I got pissed off. Queen, it was brutal. What I did to Christians, I told them, you Christians go around insulting our traditional belief system, saying meaning when you worship idols, you are a fool and stuff.
Oh no. And
imagine the number of chiefs who belong to the traditional belief system. And I blame our chiefs. All our chiefs are quiet. This is what they will see. We've allowed Christianity and Islam to fix speakers. Go to Kumasi and see Akwesi Ewa. Akwesi Ewa can fix speakers in Kumasi. Insult Otumfo, insult the whole Asante kingdom. And Ashantis are standing and clapping because he's holding Bible. So because of the Bible, we don't even respect our culture. We don't respect our culture.
Like they are gradually losing their credibility.
And now, yes,
the authority.
Yes, now Christians.
It's a bit
yes, and now you see our chiefs don't have any respect anymore. Gone are the days that you can even insult a chief. Now look at the youth insulting.
Oh.
Yes, because we allow Christianity to pave the way. You understand? So I'm pleading to Fire Oja. If they won't change, they should continue. But it doesn't show Christianity. They are the ones collapsing Christianity with their attitude. You understand?
Yeah, still in this same religious discourse or circle, we are going to Agrada's camp. She has been released. We've seen a lot of videos, floating on our timelines and our socials. And now Opamwo is in the picture. All of a sudden, from nowhere, I was amazed seeing that. What is your take on this thing? This whole release of Agrada and now Opamwo in the picture and in church as well. What is your take on this whole issue?
Yeah, I've reacted to the video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I reacted, and after reacting, I had a call from Agrada SPE.
Hey.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Oh,
he's
nice.
called Jemiso. Yeah, he called me and said he has watched the video and how I presented it was very, very nice. There was a time Agrada started certain attitudes, the same as Fire Oja is doing. Agrada was insulting men of God, including Opamwo. If I play the insult, you'll be shocked. Insulted Opambo, insulted Reverend Usubempa, was insulting all these big pastors. You claim to be a fetish priest. All of a sudden, you became an evangelist, a pastor, and you became worse even as a pastor. Started insulting. So I did the video. I said, Agrada, you recently entered Christianity and you started insulting the men of God you met in the ministry. You have to respect them. Agrada didn't listen, and then it ended up in her jail issue, 15 years. And I know Agrada claims it's Opambo who helped her with prayers. Yeah, that's what we say. But sometimes, even when Agrada was jailed, I did a video and I said the judgment was a bit harsh.
Yeah, we were all pleading for
was
him.
A bit harsh.
I wasn't happy about it.
It was a bit harsh. And then it was harsh because of her attitude and her utterances. Sometimes during judgment, the emotions of the judge can also play a role. Yes, when you provoke the judge has the power. You see, so I think Opambo forgave Agrada and then played a role, whatever she would do for Agrada to come out. And I will applaud Opambo for forgiving Agrada. Nice. And I will plead it with our leaders. It is not only Agrada who has been jailed. Most of our family members, some are even innocent. Some even stole just 5 Ghana cedis and they are in jail. Plantain. Some are in jail. Plantain, some stole just plantain.
Food stuff.
So we beg the judges. You see, and one thing is, I don't blame the judges. The reason why the law, most of the time, has upper hand on poor people. And is a bit flexible on rich people. It's not because the judges take bribe, in quote, not because they take bribe. It is because the rich man has money to take more than 2-3 lawyers to fight for him. Some poor people, when they get there, where is your lawyer? I don't have lawyer. So if you don't have lawyer,
they rely on the state.
The only thing the judge will do is to apply what the law says. Don't have anybody to
come and stand in for you.
So I will plead with our judges. They should go soft on poor people because there are people whose father, whose wives, whose children are in jail for minor offenses, and we plead with them some offenses. When it will be fine, it will be better. Recently, I did a video of a hunter who has been jailed for 3 years because he was found hunting in a forest reserve. Yes, which is an offense. Maybe he was ignorant. Now they caught him with the akrantie, roasted akrantie kama. And I asked that they've jailed him. The term was too harsh. I think this should be a fine. You understand? They can fine him.
Something like
yes,
that.
They can fine him. And then I was asking if he has been jailed, where is the akrantie?
Oh,
who
collected it?
The akrantie.
Oh, the grass cutter, who chop him?
The grass cutter.
Now who chop him?
The grass cutter must be there until he's released because it's evidence. By now, it has ended up in somebody's soup.
Then that person too must go.
That person too must go.
1 year. That person too has to go.
Yeah, so my last advice, Agrada did a video. Did a video before she was arrested that if you don't have money, don't fight rich people. Because as for her, Agrada, if she is jailed today, she knows how to come out. And it has been fulfilled. I'm telling you, son of a poor man, daughter of a poor man.
Poor man picking.
Watch your mouth, oh. There are some people you can beat them. They will provoke you. Watch your back. Keep quiet and leave. It is better to be called a fool. You are afraid and go home peacefully than to show you are a man for you to end up in jail.
Thank you.
There is a video of this lady who killed a lady in the northern region, and the lady was facing death sentence. I think death sentence or life imprisonment. The day the lady was narrating the story, she was being interviewed by Crime Check. When you watch, you cry. The lady, she wasn't even the one holding the knife. It was the lady who brought the knife to stab her. So when she took, because out of anger, she took it and then stabbed her. Then the girl died. And I think when your parents are not strong enough, you don't have money to take lawyers who can defend you, and she's in jail for life. I think the lady is, 22 or 21. Life imprisonment. So don't do anything that will make you waste your beautiful life in jail. I remember the other time I was driving. Queen, I was driving and a driver made a mistake. The driver made a mistake. It was around La Paz. I think I was coming from Kaswa around 11 p.m. 11 p.m. It was the driver's fault. The driver got angry. Hey. The driver got angry. Hey, my friend. Wait. Then when I came out, I wasn't angry. Then I told him, boss, why are you so angry? You are the one who have even scratched my car.
Oh.
When you came out, come, I'm a guy like you. Come shake me, Charlie, boss, Charlie. How we go do am? Or you think I'll tell you to go and repair my car for me? Queen, all of a sudden, you know this bad boys in town. Bad boys in town, they started coming around. The moment they got there, they started, Moshey, Avraham. So the guy asked me, hey, why? Who are you? I said, you are not asking me who are you. Do you know why I was calm? I know when there is any problem here, all the people that will come around will come and support you. Queen, somebody is hungry looking for somebody to slap. They will come and beat you and maybe something will happen to you. The next day, all over Ghana, it will be announced, Avraham bin Moshey and a mob of junkie guys beat a guy to death. Front page. My end. My end. So I told him, Chairman, I know what will happen.
Hey.
The other day, let me say this. The other day, I took a boat and I'm advising anybody that you will pick me, or when you pick God's General, or you pick UTI Dawa. UTI Dawa is a Muslim. If you are a boat driver or a taxi driver and you pick UTI Dawa and you are a Christian, UTI Dawa is not in your taxi to debate you.
No.
He is in your car to pay you.
Exactly.
Just do your work.
And go your way.
You know some Christians will pick UTI Dawa and they will be driving as if they are driving Satan to hell. Oh, you get my point?
Hey,
yes.
This one that drive me to hell.
Oh, just like
What is this?
God's general phone is missing.
Oh my goodness.
It was during the Eid.
Oh,
He says the one who stole the phone is a Muslim.
Hey.
And it is the religion.
So, can we accomplish this mission at all? Like, can we?
It is the religion that made him steal the phone. And God's general is furious. I understand his pain, but sometimes we don't judge the whole religion based on the attitude of one person.
Just one person.
I have this experience. That's why I'm saying this.
That's hasty generalization.
I ordered the ride. Queen, I ordered the ride. The driver that came was a Muslim. Because he had the call and then he was speaking Hausa. Queen, I took the ride from, I think I was coming from close to Flagstaff House.
Okay.
Close to Flagstaff House. I was coming to East Legon. Queen, it was in the evening. I went for an interview. It was in the evening. So I was passing through East Legon to get food from where they sell this fried rice to buy food.
Okay.
Queen, the moment I sat in the car, the guy frowned his face.
Hey.
Then the driving, he was speeding. And I told him, oh, boss, please, relax. He didn't say anything. This guy was driving as if he was driving his enemy.
But you have a right to report him anyway.
I thought maybe he was provoked. He was provoked from the house. I didn't know. Queen, we got to East Legon. The moment we got to East Legon, then I asked him, how much is the fare? Then he started. I can't even use the words he used.
Hey.
When you kwasi we Jimmy Pan, when him saw the moment ne betu ya, other than one starting process na say we be same. Can you tell me sika me?
Oh.
Now I said, boss, why? Do you have any issue with me? As I said, pay me. No be you way you the room where they talk say the Quran and things. Then when he was shouting, East Legon to the boys know me. Then these boys around started coming around. So when they came, one guy, they call him Macho. He came, they said, Moshey, what's up? And I said, oh, boss, it's nothing. Then I told the guy, Chairman, let today be your first and last. Don't work with your heart again. Your money is with me. The moment I sat in the car, just take your money. If
and
you are
go
killer,
your way.
If you claim to be a killer at your area. You see, you think I don't know anybody here. By now, slaps, it will tell a long story. So next time, calm down. Then say, okay, you are here. Then later on, when he sat in the car, I was going, then he called me. Then he said, "Was you sorry?" I said, calm down. I have every right to criticize your religion. It's up to your scholars to come and answer.
Of
So
course.
I will plead with everybody. This thing that we are doing, when you see me and UTI Dawa, the way we laugh, the way we shake hands, the way we call each other and talk, you'll be shocked. It's when we meet on set like this that everybody speaks with passion and stuff. So I will plead with the youth, calm down. Sometimes it is a blessing to overlook an offense. Just one human error can end your life, can put you in jail. Some people even get angry, sit in their car, and then they'll go and get accidents because they are angry.
Like
Don't forget, anger is one letter away from danger. It's just the D. You add the D to anger, it's danger. So anger is one letter away from danger. So the first thing everybody must learn how to control is your anger. Some people lose their job because they got angry.
Exactly.
Some people lost their marriage because they got angry. Some people lost their lives because they got angry. So I'll plead with everybody. Let us calm down. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, whether you are an atheist, all of us have the right to bring out good virtues and good character. There was morals before religion.
Exactly.
Yes, so I will plead with the youth. I don't know why I said it. Maybe anger will cause somebody this week, and then I think this message will prevent you from doing what you've planned. So, Queen, that's the little I will say. So, the only thing I told Agrada was, I'm begging her. She's lucky. This universe will not treat you nice because you are a good person.
Not at all.
So, Agrada is lucky enough to come out from 15 years jail to 1 year. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't
happen. When you make first mistake, people forgive you. When you do it the second time, then it is intentional.
Anyway.
So if she's not careful and she repeats what she did again, and I think she won't go scot-free. So that's the little I will say.
Now my part.
And Agrada should respect the husband, because the husband, yes, Isiama, my brother, has been very truthful, very honest to Agrada, and I will plead with Agrada. She has a way of disrespecting the husband, even during church service, shouting on him. If it's a joke, she should stop. She should stop that and give the guy the respect the guy deserves. I don't know why when a man has more money than the woman deserves the man to respect her. But when a woman has more money than the man, the woman always want to disrespect the man. You see, so Agrada, no matter the money you have more than your husband, she's your husband. Give her the due respect, because this guy stood behind you, fought for you, for your freedom. So that's the little I will say.
And yeah, easy. That is the little he will say. He has said it all. Let's delve into our topic for tonight. And then it is based on one of the most debated prophetic passages in Scripture, often quoted in connection with the birth of Jesus. So, we are going straight into tonight's conversation. Now, let me go to my man, Avraham bin Moshey. We are concentrating on Isaiah 7 verse 14, often quoted in connection with the birth of Jesus Christ. So, the question to my man is Jesus the only person with a virgin birth story, or has this story existed before Jesus?
Thank you, Queen.
Kindly answer this for us, pa. Now wait, dear.
Queen, this question, that's for this question. I thought you were the one I should ask you, because you are the queen of research.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I know when you go deep and you start reading stuffs about ancient cultures that have this virgin birth story before Jesus, people will even be shocked. Yeah, so I will leave this to our audience. You see, we can't feed you all the time. Anyway. Sometimes you have to give them assignments for them to go and do their research.
Lecture.
Yes,
lecture
so please,
giving you
this assignment, you just go online, do your research, check the similarities between Jesus and other virgin birth messiahs, or the similarities between Jesus and crucified messiahs. There is another book you can get online. It's called The 16 Crucified Messiahs. I'm here to give you a few of those mythical figures. They are not real people who existed. That's why I said Jesus is also an invention. Jesus never existed.
Hey.
Yes, the virgin birth story, being born of a virgin, having 12 disciples, being a preacher, preaching at the age of 12, turning water into wine, being baptized by someone, healing the sick, bringing people back to life, dying and resurrecting, and promising your followers you will resurrect on the third day, going to heaven and promising to come back, existed in most cultures. One is Horus from Egypt.
Horus, yeah.
Horus from Egypt, which existed 5,000 years ago. This story of Horus from a virgin birth, the mother was Isis, existed even before the story of Jesus. Okay. Now you can check the similarities between Jesus and
the story of
Horus. The story of Horus, and then you know the similarities. Also, when we come to Media and Persia, we have Mithras or Mithra. The followers of Mithra were called, his religion was called Mithraism, and the story of Mithra is similar to that of Jesus. That story also existed 3,200 years ago. We have the story of Krishna in India. When you go to India, that's why we have the Hare Krishnas. The story, you can check the similarities between Jesus and Krishna. In the age of information, ignorance is a choice. You will see the similarities. That story also existed 2,900 years ago. We have the story of Dionysus in Greece. This story also existed 2,500 years ago. And that of Jesus, which has been made popular just because of the Catholic Church. The Roman Empire had the means, had the money to spread the gospel of Jesus and the story of Jesus. That of Jesus is the last one, which existed 2,000 years ago. One guy asked me, why is it that the story of Horus, the story of Mithra, the story of Krishna, the story of Dionysus, and the rest didn't become worldwide accepted? So because that of Jesus has been accepted means it is true and it is from God. No, that of Jesus became popular because Constantine the Great and the Catholic Church did everything possible to spread Christianity throughout the world, across the world. Yes, that's why it became popular.
But some people say because it has like a divine way, the birth, no?
Yes, all of them had divine birth stories.
But why is it that Jesus, has become like one of its kind? That it's like
yes,
the way to salvation.
Yes, that's what it's because the Catholic Church adopted it, made Jesus the Son of God, made the Mother Mary very famous, spread the story throughout the world. That's why it became popular. Because the Egyptians,
like promotion.
Thank you. That of Jesus
Today
got the promotion. Yes, got the promotion. That of Horus in Egypt, the Egyptians never went around forcing people to accept their belief in Horus. The same way, the people of Media and Persia never forced anybody to believe in Mithra. It was like their culture. It was their belief system. They never forced anybody to accept it. Why is it that all over the world, people are not celebrating Homo, but everybody is celebrating Christmas? It is because the Catholic Church spread Christmas, which is not even in the Bible. So Homo is celebrated in Ghana by Ghana people because they are not spreading or winning souls for to join their belief system. That's why the story of Jesus became popular. So the virgin birth story didn't start with Jesus. This story existed already. And there are few stories in the Bible that they stole from ancient civilization. Yes, and one story, Queen, I think I sent you the story of Noah's flood. With all due respect, do your research. The story of Noah's flood existed before they wrote it in the Bible that there was a flood. They stole it from the Epic of Gilgamesh. The Epic of Gilgamesh. So I think I'll let Queen Liz, read it. The one the story of Noah and the Epic of Gilgamesh. There's a little research. Kindly do your own research. Queen, let's go.
So, these are the key comparisons according to the encyclopedia. We have the hero, which speaks about the biblical story features Noah, a righteous man chosen by Yahweh. The Gilgamesh epic features Eupnapism, or am I right?
Yeah, that's the name. Yeah.
Who is granted immortality by gods after surviving the flood.
Okay.
Then we have the cause. In Gilgamesh, quote unquote, or into brackets, tablet 11, it says, the god Enlil sends the flood to destroy mankind due to overpopulation or noise. In Genesis, God sends the flood because of human wickedness. And then we have the boat that speaks about both involving building a massive boat to save family and animals. We have the birds, whereas both heroes send out birds, that's doves, raven, or swallow, to check if the waters have receded.
So, Queen, you see similarities between the story. But one thing they do is when you steal the story, then you twist it a bit so that it will look similar. Just like how Islam took the story of Jesus' birth from the Bible and then, rewrote it to suit, Islam. So, let's continue.
Okay, so both Eupnapism and Noah offer sacrifices which the deity or gods accept. Now we have the differences. The Gilgamesh floods lasted for 6 days and nights, while the Genesis flood is longer, or we'll say in quotes 40 days of rain plus over a year total.
Yeah. So this one of the stories in your Bible that they stole from ancient civilization that you have no idea about. Another one is the story of the Nephilim. When you say the Nephilim, you have to learn about the Anunnakis and the Nephilim. There are a lot of research you have to do. There are a lot of creation stories. The only creation story you know is the story in your Bible. Yes, when you go to the Sumerians, when you go to ancient Mesopotamia, when you go to ancient Babylon, when you go to ancient Egypt, there are a lot of creation stories and myth, and the Bible stole some of the stories. So Genesis chapter 6, when you read, some angels came down and slept with women and they gave birth to giants. That story is the story of the Nephilim. It was a borrowed story. It was a stolen story. Queen, read that one for me.
Okay, so this is the story of the Nephilim in Genesis 6 verses 1 to 4. It is believed by many modern scholars to be an adaptation or reimagining of older Mesopotamian, which into bracket we have the Sumerian, we have the Babylonian and Assyrian
mythologies.
Yes, Assyrian mythologies, particularly myths concerning demigods, heroes, and divine human hybrid figures. The concise enigmatic biblical account is heavily expanded in later Jewish literature, notably the Book of Enoch, the 3rd century BCE, which draws on these earlier, broader traditions of fallen, disruptive, semi-divine beings.
So, Queen, in the ancient world, people were borrowing stories, borrowing culture, and then adding it to theirs. So there are some gods. You'll find those gods in Greece, and you'll find a similar god in the Roman, under the Roman Empire. They were borrowed. That's why Judaism was borrowed by the Romans, and then they reinvented it into Christianity. Just as the Arabs borrowed part of Christianity, borrowed part of Judaism, and then added it to the Arab culture to create Islam. So we have a lot to learn. So, Queen, so if you ask if...
So the Book of Enoch, Nankasano, was it something they also adopted the Roman Empire? Did they adopt it, or they invented it?
I'm yet to find out. Yes, I've read it. I've read it several times, but I've not done that research yet. Yes.
Okay, we'll get into that. Yeah. We want to find out if there are some similarities, or what are the similarities between Jesus and some of those mythical figures that we spoke about.
Yeah, Queen, I think in the submission, I mentioned some of the similarities. That's why I told them I normally don't build my point on research and stuff. That's why I say I've left that one for the audience to go and do their own research.
Okay.
So that when we come to the biblical aspect, I will prove it from the Bible itself that Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14 has nothing to do with Jesus.
The birth of Jesus.
And yes, and one amazing thing about Common Sense Family is I disprove your own belief system with your own book. I will use the same Bible to show you that the Emmanuel in Isaiah 7:14 does not refer to Jesus Christ. And that's what I'm here to prove today. So they should do their research. The similarities between Jesus and Horus. There are similarities between Jesus and Mithra. Similarities between Jesus and Krishna. Similarities between Jesus and Dionysus. And then similarities between Jesus and Tammuz. Similarities between Jesus and Zeus. And almost all the sun gods, you get similarity between them and Jesus. Yeah, so that's the assignment I've given.
This lovely, one, dear.
Yeah, our lovely.
Giving them a lot of work. At least you can give them 2 or 3. Then the rest, they will go and look for it themselves.
Yes, yeah, I said it. I mentioned some of the similarities. Yes,
yeah, okay.
Yes, most of them, not all of them.
Not all
most
of them
exactly. Have virgin birth. Some of them were traveling preachers with the disciples. Some have 12 disciples. Some walked on water. Some turned water into wine. Some preached at the age of 12 years. Some were baptized at the age of 30. So they pick all the similarities, some from here, some from here, and then invented this one man called Jesus.
Hey.
Yes, which is typology. So they made him the perfect typology of all the sun gods. Yes, all the virgin birth story, that they gave all the attributes to him. And there is one topic I will treat, that Jesus having all the qualities of the people in the Bible. So there is David in Jesus. There is Moses in Jesus. There is Joseph in Jesus. There is the nation of Israel in Jesus, the typology. So they did out the typology. I think I'll go there and then they will see how they invented one man Jesus with all the qualities. Yeah.
Okay. So what about the virgin birth prophecy in Isaiah 7 verse 14?
Thank you. And this sets the tone for today's topic. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow lovely viewers, we were brought up from childhood. We were told a guy called Jesus was born in Israel by a virgin, and we were told there was a prophecy in the Old Testament, which is Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14, and Jesus fulfilled that prophecy. Matthew chapter 1 verse 23 told us the birth of Jesus is the fulfillment of Isaiah 7:14. The Jewish people says the Old Testament is our manuscript. We understand the Old Testament more than you. What Matthew did was proof testing. Yeah, I think, Queen Liz, we treated that in our last episode. What they did was proof testing, taking a Bible verse out of context, distorting it and giving it to a different character and fixing it into a different story for a particular agenda to deceive people. That is all the New Testament writer did. So if I say Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14, it's not talking about Jesus, then I have to be in the position to show you who that child is. If I am not able to show you that child, that makes me a liar. So let's read Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14 and let's start.
When then?
Yeah, you mentioned the verse. Yeah, you mentioned the verse. You repeat the verse and then you read. Let's go.
Isaiah 7:14.
Yeah.
When then?
Well then.
The Lord himself will give you a sign.
He said, the Lord himself will give you a sign.
A young woman who is pregnant will have a son.
A young woman. Now, the Good News Bible. We are reading from the Good News. the Good News Bible used young woman. Some translations use virgin. The reason why the Good News Bible used virgin, young woman, we will explain it. The Bible will explain why it didn't use virgin, but used young woman. In truth, all scholars know, most Christians have done the research and they know. The Hebrew word there is almah. In Isaiah 7:14, is almah, which means young woman. The Hebrew word didn't say betula. In Hebrew, betula is virgin. Almah is young woman. There is a difference between young woman and a virgin. A virgin can be a young woman, but not all young women are virgins. That is why you have to use the exact word so that you don't make any mistake. It is the agenda of the New Testament writers when they were translating it into the Greek. Listen good. When they were translating it into the Greek, then they inserted virgin there. Now let's read from the scholars. Now, Queen, one thing I like about modern translation is any mistake they do, they put it at the footnote. So let's go to the Good News Bible, Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. So we are reading from the footnote of the Good News Bible. With all due respect, Avraham, I don't translate Bible. It is the Bibles that we met, that the pastors used to take offering. Good News Bible, when translating the Bible, I wasn't there. I haven't seen the manuscript before. They use young woman in the verse, Isaiah 7:14, and they are explaining the reason why at the footnote. So, Queen Liz, read the footnote for me. Let's go.
The Hebrew word here translated young woman is not the specific term for virgin.
So the Good News Bible says the Hebrew word used in Isaiah 7:14 is not the specific word for virgin, meaning it is not betula but almah. Now let's go, continue.
But refers to any young woman of marriageable age.
Refers to any young woman of marriageable age.
The use of virgin in Matthew 1:23 reflects a Greek translation of the Old Testament.
Now, the Good News Bible is telling you that the reason why you've been seeing virgin in the New Testament is because of the Greek translation when they were translating it into Greek. Continue.
Made some 500 years after Isaiah.
So that changed. They started using virgin 500 years after Isaiah, meaning in the original text, it is not virgin. 500 years after Isaiah, before they started using virgin. Why are you putting a word that is not there into the Bible? This is with an intent to deceive, because they wanted to create a virgin birth story in the New Testament. So they have to take a verse and then distort it to suit their agenda. So they fixed virgin there just to make the virgin birth story of Jesus valid. So now that I'm able to prove to you that the word in Isaiah 7:14 is not virgin, it has automatically disproved the virgin birth of Jesus. Straight. Even before I go into the Bible. Now, Queen, I sent you some research. Yeah. The first one is Isaiah 7:14 from Revised Standard Version. Now, from the Revised Standard Version too, let's see what they wrote about the Hebrew word almah.
Okay, so from Isaiah 7:14, it translates the Hebrew word almah as young woman rather than virgin, stating, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, a young woman shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." The footnote traditionally indicates that the Hebrew term can be translated as virgin or young woman, sparking a debate.
Yes, sparking a debate. That's why I said a young woman, a virgin can be a young woman, but not all young women are virgins.
Exactly.
So when you use virgin, it becomes a particular young woman who is a virgin. But
Okay.
in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, has nothing to do with a virgin. It has everything to do with a young woman. Who is even somebody's wife. You continue. They will mention the person's name there. Let's go.
So this is the translation choice. Now, the RSV uses young woman, which differs from the King James Version, virgin, reflecting a focus on the Hebrew word almah, meaning a young woman of childbearing age, possibly not yet married, rather than the Greek parthenos, specifically virgin, used in the
Septuagint.
Septuagint.
That was the first Greek translation.
Oh, bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Septuagint. Now, context. The immediate context of the verse.
Now, Queen, even before we go and check who the child is in Isaiah 7:14, the Revised Standard Version is coming to tell you who that child is.
Okay.
Before I teach you from the Bible, please, the child in Isaiah 7:14 is not Jesus. It is Isaiah's own son.
Okay.
So read from the Revised Standard Version. Let's continue.
Now, the immediate context of the verse refers to a sign given to King Ahaz, with some scholars interpreting the young woman as Isaiah's wife or contemporary figure, while others see a dual fulfillment leading to the Messiah.
Now, Queen Liz, do you know what the Revised Standard Version is telling you? Revised Standard Version is telling you that this Isaiah 7:14 prophecy, my fellow Christians, Isaiah 7:14 prophecy is not for the whole world. It was a prophecy just for one man called Ahaz. So don't forget Ahaz is here. I've written Ahaz only. It was a sign for Ahaz. Not for the whole world, for you to say Mary born child Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. No, it was for Ahaz. So we will read from Isaiah chapter 7 verse 1 to the whole of Isaiah chapter 8 verse 1 to the end, and you will understand. It says Isaiah's son. You have been deceived. Queen. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
Queen, I think you are done.
Yes, I'm done.
Yes, the controversy. I think that's
Okay.
Yeah, kindly read the context for me again. They said something. Yes.
The context.
Yes. While others see a dual fulfillment, meaning they said there's a dual fulfillment, like it is not about Jesus, but Jesus also fulfilled that same prophecy that was given to Ahaz. That means the prophecy has already happened, and Jesus came to fulfill it again. Have you seen it before? A prophecy like this before?
Exactly.
Queen, if I prophesy, Queen Liz, I pray that this year God should give you twins. Queen Liz, should your auntie at home say the prophecy will come upon you and come upon her too? No, it was specifically for you. So even when your auntie gives birth to twins, that wasn't my prophecy, because your auntie wasn't part of the prophecy. You see, it's a way just to deceive people. So, Queen, the controversy.
Okay. The RSV translation caused controversy amongst evangelicals, as it was viewed as undermining the prophecy of the Virgin.
Queen Liz, a lot of Christians got angry with RSV for using the right word young woman, because when you use young woman, you've disproved the concept of virgin birth, and some people don't like using that version because why did RSV use the original word young woman and not virgin? So it was a deliberate move by the translators who translated the Bible into Greek, the Septuagint, and deliberate attempt by the translators of the King James Bible to use virgin there. There is no virgin in the original Hebrew. Now, let's go to, yes, I think the next one. The Catholic, from the Catholic Encyclopedia. This from the Almighty Catholic Church.
Okay, so according to the Catholic theology and tradition, Isaiah 7 verse 14 is a primary prophecy of the virgin birth of Christ, predicting that a virgin, the Hebrew word almah, would conceive and bear a son named Emmanuel, God is with us. The church sees the definitive fulfillment in Jesus and Mary, regarding the sign as a miraculous supernatural intervention. That's according to Matthew 1 verse 22.
Yes, the Catholic Church is the trouble of
The
whole
whole
Christendom.
The whole show.
They brought this whole idea of virgin birth, and look at the way they are praising the virgin birth, saying it is virgin. Now you continue and see what they will say.
These are the key aspects of the Catholic interpretation. The sign of the Virgin. While some interpretations, including modern ones, debate the Hebrew word almah to mean young woman, Catholic tradition asserts it refers to a virgin.
Now, they know the word is young woman, but the Catholic Church says, lie, it is the virgin we like, because it suits the agenda for Jesus. Yes. Okay, continue.
This miraculous birth serves as a unique sign from God.
Okay.
The Messianic context. Catholic theology often considers a double fulfillment.
Again,
That's the
because they know
fulfillment.
that prophecy is not about Jesus. They will deceive you that it has a dual fulfillment. Yes, it is Isaiah's son, but also it is Jesus, which is false. It is Isaiah's son, Queen, and I think it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Fred. Do your research. The Hebrew word in Isaiah 7:14 is not virgin. It is a young woman. So we've debunked the idea and the concept of a virgin birth, which was borrowed from ancient civilization, fixed into Christianity. There is no virgin birth in the Old Testament. Now, Queen, let's start from Isaiah chapter 7, verse 1. And let's see the reason why this prophecy came. I want you to listen attentively. Because there is nowhere, even your pastors, whom you pay tithe and offering to, will not put blackboard there like this and teach you to understand. You've been a Christian for the past 20, 30, 40 years, and I think today is the first time you are listening to this. And this is the first time I'm treating this topic in English. I've done it twice in T. There are some teachings, I kept it until I get a better platform, and Lizmedia has given me this amazing platform to show what I have. And we don't want to be biased. That's why we've opened the doors for any Christian, any Muslim who think our presentation is not on point. You will come and then you also teach what you know. If you want to meet me in a debate, it will be arranged. If you want to come alone and also debunk all that I said, you'll get the chance. Yeah, when we meet, we have to do our presentation out of love, with the mindset to educate and not with the mindset to bring people down. And I think it's very, very logical. So let's start with Isaiah chapter 7, verse 1. Read the topic. Isaiah chapter 7, verse 1.
A message for the king Ahaz.
Please, the topic says a message for King Ahaz. Queen Liz,
Yes.
does this concern us?
No.
It is a message for King Ahaz. So this is where the story begins. Start. Let's go.
Chapter 1.
Yes. Don't forget, Ahaz existed over 500 years before Jesus. So this prophecy came 500 years before they claimed Jesus was born through a virgin. So let's see if it has something to do with Jesus or not. Now let's go.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
When King Ahaz, the son of Jotham,
When King Ahaz, the son of Jotham,
and the grandson of Uzziah,
the grandson of Uzziah,
ruled Judah, war broke out.
there was war coming. The first thing to know was war broke out. Israel was divided into two. When Israel, because of their stubbornness, we had the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, which is Israel and Judah. So you read the Bible and you see that Israel was fighting Judah. So you won't understand. So they had a king in Israel and they had a king in Judah. So war broke out. At that time, Ahaz was the king of Judah. Let me put it here. And the Messiah must come from Judah. So Ahaz was the king of Judah. What happened? Continue.
Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Ramaliah.
So the two kings that were coming to fight with Ahaz were Rezin and Pekah. Rezin was the king of Samaria, and Pekah was the king of Israel. Queen, a fight is coming on Judah. Israel and Syria have joined forces to fight with Judah. Now continue.
King of Israel attacked Jerusalem,
So they came and attacked Jerusalem,
but were unable to capture it.
and they were unable to capture Jerusalem, which is the capital town of Judah. Continue.
When word reached the king of Judah,
When the west reached Ahaz, the king, because Ahaz was there, and they told him, Charlie, there is a fight coming. Oh, continue.
that the armies of Syria were already in the territory of Israel,
Uh-huh.
he and all his people were so terrified
So when Ahaz heard that Israel and Syria were coming together to fight him, he was terrified. What happened? Continue.
that they were trembled like trees shaking in wind. The Lord said to Isaiah,
Now, Queen, the Lord then said to Isaiah,
take your son,
take your son, Shar-Yashav.
Yashav.
This is Isaiah's son. His name is Isaiah. Have two sons in this contest. This is the first son.
Okay.
Go to meet King Ahaz.
I'm coming. Shar-Yashav. The
The
meaning,
first son.
yes, Isaiah's first son, Shar-Yashav. His name means a few shall return. The reason why, when God was sending Isaiah, told him to add his son, this is the reason why. The name of the son will play a role in the prophecy.
Wow.
That's why he said, take your
A
son.
few shall return.
So the name is a few shall return. The meaning of
The name.
Shar-Yashav is a few shall return. Just as Emmanuel means God with us. So continue.
And go to meet King Ahaz.
So he told him to take his son and go and meet King Ahaz. Continue.
You will find him in the road where the cloth makers walk,
Okay.
at the end of the dish that brings water from the upper pool. Tell him to keep alert, to stay calm.
So God told Isaiah, go and tell Ahaz to stay alert and keep calm.
And
Continue.
not be frightened or
And
disturbed.
He shouldn't be frightened or disturbed because of Pekah and Resen. He shouldn't be disturbed. Continue.
The anger of King Rezin
Uh-huh.
and his Syria and all his king of Pekah.
Isaiah was talking to Ahaz that the king of Israel and Syria have made a plot to overthrow you. Continue.
They intend to invade Judah,
So they intend to invade Judah.
terrifying the people
Uh-huh.
into joining their side,
Uh-huh.
and then put Tabi, the son, on the throne.
Okay, so they wanted to overthrow Ahaz and put a different person on the throne. This is the reason why Resen and Pekah are coming to attack Judah and overthrow Ahaz.
King Ahaz.
Kindly follow the story before we get to verse 14. So continue.
But I, the Lord,
So now the Lord want to make a promise to Ahaz. He says, I, the Lord.
declare that this will never happen.
So God says this will never happen. Continue.
Why? Because Syria is stronger than Damascus.
No, read, watch and read. No.
Verse 8.
Verse 8.
Why? Because Syria is no stronger than Damascus.
It's no stronger.
Yes, it's no stronger
Stronger
than
than
Damascus.
Damascus.
Its capital city. And Damascus
Damascus
is
is
no stronger than King Resen. As for Israel, within 65 years, it will be too scattered to survive as a nation. So continue from verse 9.
Israel is no stronger than Samaria, its capital city, and Samaria is no stronger than King Pekah. If your faith is not enduring, you will not endure.
Now, Queen, the verse 9, you read it again. The verse 9 makes this prophecy conditional. There was condition because God told Ahaz, I will support you. Don't be afraid of them. I will be with you. But God made it conditional. So read the verse 9 again. Repeat.
Verse 9.
Verse 9.
Israel is no stronger than Samaria,
Israel is no stronger than Samaria,
its capital city,
its capital city.
and Samaria is no stronger than the King Pekah.
Uh-huh.
If your faith is not enduring,
He said, if your faith is not enduring,
you will not endure.
you will not endure. So God told King Ahaz that if only he becomes afraid, he will lose. But if he has courage in
And
the Lord,
faith.
he will overcome. So it is 50-50.
Conditional.
Conditional. If he believes and is not afraid, he will overcome. But the moment he becomes afraid, he won't overcome. He will lose the battle. So don't forget, the prophecy coming is conditional. Now continue. Continue. The Lord sent another message to Ahaz. Focus on Ahaz. Ask the Lord your God to give you a sign. So, Queen, here it is God telling Ahaz to ask him for a sign.
Okay.
Not the whole people of Israel.
No.
Ask me
Personally.
yes, it was personal to Ahaz. Ask for a sign. It can be from deep in the world of the dead or from high up in heaven. He told Ahaz, ask me for any sign. If you want me, God, I should go into the world of the dead and bring that sign, or go up into heaven and bring the sign.
This one is just like you are testing God.
It is God testing.
Ahaz.
Yes, God telling Ahaz to test him.
Uh-huh.
Yes, very true. Very true. Yes. Yeah. You've gotten it. You are following. This one there, the God that people says nobody can test him,
God,
has told Ahaz to test him. Now you understand Isaiah 7:14 clearly. Now, when we continue, Ahaz answered, verse 12. Ahaz answered, I will not ask for a sign. I refuse to put the Lord to test. Okay. So Ahaz said, no, God, I can't do that. I can't test you. Now, when we continue, verse 13. To that, Isaiah replied. Now, Isaiah replied who? Isaiah replied Ahaz. What did he say? To this, Isaiah replied, listen now, descendant of King David. It's bad enough for you to wear out the patience of people. Must you wear out God's patience too? Verse 14. Now read the verse 14. That is the point. Yes?
Well then,
the
Lord himself
will
give you a sign.
So, Queen Liz, the sign is for who?
It's for King
Ahaz. My fellow Christians. So God told Ahaz, ask me for a sign. Then Ahaz said, no, I don't want to test you.
God.
Then God said, Ahaz, whether you like it or not, I will give you the sign. So Isaiah 7:14 was a sign for King Ahaz. My fellow Christians, why Ahaz died 500 years before the virgin birth of Jesus came into existence. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, because you don't know the Bible. Because you heard Isaiah 7:14, you've not gone back to verse 1 to check the reason why the prophecy came. Ladies and gentlemen, am I teaching you the truth, or I'm here to deceive you? I'm reading the same book. So the verse 14, let's go. Read the verse 14 again.
Well then,
the
Lord himself
will
give you a sign.
Will give Ahaz the sign.
A young woman.
Yes, we've explained the young woman. Young woman
who is pregnant.
We
have a son.
Will have a son.
And we name him
Emmanuel. Yeah, we'll come to. So the name Emmanuel means God with us. Now Christians think because the name means God with us, the child is God coming to stay with us.
Oh.
No. You get it wrong. When somebody's name means God is love, does that mean that person is God who is loving people?
No.
It is the meaning of the name. So Emmanuel doesn't mean the child is God. How can God be born? How can God be born? Can you give birth to God? That doesn't happen that way. So with all due respect. And then there are signs that will happen when that child is born, and we will confirm all in Isaiah chapter 8. Now continue.
Verse 15.
Yes, verse 15. Let's go.
By the time he's old enough.
Now, Queen Liz, these are the signs when the child is born. He says by the time the child is old
enough.
The child is old enough.
To make his own decision.
Queen Liz, that will be around the age of, let's say around the age of 9. By the time that child, Emmanuel, is at the age of 9, continue.
People will be drinking milk.
Milk and eating honey. Queen Liz, when we get to the New Testament, when Jesus grew up to the age of 12, were people eating only milk and honey? No, it never happened. So this is part of the prophecy that when Emmanuel, that child, is born, people will be eating milk and honey. That's the first sign. Now continue.
Verse 16.
Let's go.
Even before that time comes.
Yes, even before that time comes,
the land of those two kings.
The land of those two kings
who terrify you.
Will be
deserted.
Will be deserted. What's the meaning of deserted? That means there will be war that will come upon Israel and Syria, and these two kings will be deserted. That means a people will be taken or a people will be destroyed, misplaced. When Jesus was born, there was no war in Israel. There was no war on Assyria. Jesus didn't fulfill this prophecy. It says, when that time comes, the Lord will whistle as a signal for the Egyptians to come like flies from the farthest branches of the Nile, and for the Assyrians to come from their land like bees. They will swarm in the gorge valleys and in the caves in the rocks, and they will cover every thorn bush and every pasture.
Bodies.
So Queen, this Assyrian king coming to shave their hairs on their hair and their body is a sign of taking you into captivity and disgracing you. It is because Ahaz didn't believe. So he lost the battle. So it even affected the name Emmanuel. If the child had been named Emmanuel, it means God with us. We will win.
Exactly.
Because it was conditional. He didn't believe, and because he didn't believe, the name of the child was changed from Emmanuel to Maha-Shalal-Hashbash. When you get to chapter 8, you will understand. That's why he's telling them they will face disgrace. Because the prophecy was conditional. Understanding the Old Testament is very complicated and difficult.
Of course.
You don't just pick and read and then go and say it's Jesus. So, Queen, continue for me.
When that time comes, even if a farmer has been able to save only one young cow and 2 goats, they will give so much milk that he will have all he needs. Yes, the few survivors left in the land will have milk and honey to eat.
Why? Why did we see few survivors? Because when Isaiah was going, he went with his son, whose name means a few shall return. So when we get to verse 8, Isaiah will say, I and my son have been a sign for the people. It will come.
Wow.
So that's why he went with his son, Shel Yashab. His son called Shel Yashab. Okay, now let's go.
A few shall return.
Yes.
Okay, so 23, it says, when that time comes, the fine vineyards, each with 1,000 vines and each worth 1,000 pieces of silver, will be overgrown with thorn bushes and briars. Should I continue?
Continue to the end.
People will go hunting there with bows and arrows. Yes, the whole country will be full of briars and thorn bushes. All the hills where crops used to grow will be overgrown with thorns, that no one will go there. It will be a place where cattle and sheep graze.
So, Queen, we are done with the prophecy. Why the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14 came. The first point is Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14 has nothing to do with the word virgin. The word there is young woman. Number 2, why did that prophecy came? The prophecy didn't come because of the whole nation of Israel. It was a specific sign for King Ahaz, and it must happen while Ahaz was alive. That is why in all the research we read, they say, some explain it that it has dual fulfillment, meaning it was fulfilled during the time of Ahaz and it happened during the time of Jesus, which is not true. There is no way that a prophecy have a multiple fulfillment. It has only one.
So they can't prophesy, say maybe you and your son, or
even if yes, then it should be straight. If it is you and your friend,
they have to say
yes,
like
God
that.
Says you and your friend, both of you will have twins. Yes.
I get your point.
Yes. So there is nothing like that it's a multiple prophecy. The Bible didn't say that. It is because they want to justify the New Testament. That's why they are saying that. They made it like that. which is proof texting. They took the verse and then distorted it, intentionally changed the young woman into virgin, so that you think there is a virgin birth in the Bible. There is no virgin birth in the Bible. Now, the child must be born. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 1. This is where, now read for me.
Okay.
Isaiah's son.
Now, yes, Isaiah's son.
As a sign to the people.
As a sign to the people. Queen. The thing is that clear.
Clear.
Isaiah's son.
That's the topic.
Even when we were reading from the encyclopedia, they said it is Isaiah's son. So they are come to give birth to Emmanuel. Now let's go. Now, the prophecy was conditional. If he had believed, the child would have been Emmanuel. Who will be God with us? Why is it God with us? God with us because we believed and we will overcome. We would win the war. But because they didn't believe, because he didn't believe, will appear in verse 8. Because they didn't believe, the name of the child was changed. Now let's go. Read.
Hey.
The Lord said to me.
The Lord said to me. Who is the me? Isaiah. The Lord said to me, Isaiah.
Take a large piece of writing material.
Take a large piece of writing material.
And write on it.
Because something is coming to happen. God needs witness so that people won't say that, the thing was Emmanuel. Why has it changed? Take a large sheet and write on it.
In large letters.
In large letters.
Quick loot.
Quick loot.
Fast plunder.
Fast plunder. Other versions just brought the interpretation.
Okay.
Yes, but other versions brought the Maha, Shalah, Hashbash. Yes. So this is the Maha, Shalah, Hashbash. Quick loot, fast plunder. What is the meaning of loot? When you attack a city, the things you take is called loot.
Okay.
Fast plunder. Yes. Plunder means robbing. Okay. So, meaning people are coming upon you fast to loot you and plunder you. That's why the name changed, because they will lose the battle. So the child will no more be Emmanuel. God won't come and fight for them. But now they are coming to loot you and plunder you.
But why didn't he believe? Because it's two. So that means even though he had the faith, but he didn't believe.
Yes, because it wasn't a sign he requested. It came from God. Yes, it came from God.
Because someone who has been with God,
yes.
How come you don't believe?
Yes. No, at that time, the house of Judah did what God didn't like. Okay. So even God wanted to punish them.
Okay.
It was because of the promise he made to David. That's why sometimes when the house of Judah, they are fooling, he becomes patient with them. That's why he got angry to the extent that he cursed Jeconiah.
Okay.
And said nobody will sit on the throne until the real Messiah comes, according to the Jews.
So up to now.
No. The Messiah is not yet born.
Wow.
Not yet born. So continue.
Verse 2.
Verse 2.
Get 2 reliable men.
Now, God said, after when you take the large sheet of writing material, take 2 reliable men. Continue.
The priest Uriah.
Now God needs witness. The priest Uriah.
And Zachariah.
The
son of
Yes, continue. Yes.
To serve as witness.
Now God said, bring these 2 prominent people to serve as witness, because something is coming to happen and God doesn't want people to say, why did the thing change? Bring 2 reliable witnesses. Now continue.
Sometime later, my wife became pregnant.
Queen Liz. Sometime later, Isaiah, my wife became pregnant. Yes?
When our son was born.
When our son, a young woman, will conceive and bear a son and name him Emmanuel. But because it was conditional, the name is coming to change. And yes, continue.
The Lord said to me.
Name him. Quick loot.
Fast plunder.
Maha, Shalal, Hashbash. Why did the name change? Continue.
Verse 4.
Before the boy is old enough.
To say mommy and daddy.
All
the wealth of Damascus. And all the loot of Samaria. Will be carried off. By the king of Assyria.
So we said the king of Assyria is coming, and then is it not the fulfillment? That is why I said before the child will be able to grow. That's why I said 9 years. People will be eating milk and honey because of the war. No food to eat. That's the
Prophecy
fulfillment.
fulfilled.
That's the fulfillment. Now continue.
Verse 5.
Verse 5.
The Lord spoke to me again.
The Lord spoke to me, Isaiah, again. Yes.
He said, because these people have rejected the quiet waters
because these people have rejected the quiet waters
from the brook
of Shiloh,
and trembled before King Rezin.
And trembled. You remember I said the prophecy was conditional.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you see, because he feared. Now read again.
He said,
because
these people have rejected the quiet waters from the brook of Shiloh,
yes,
and trembled before the king Rezin.
And trembled. The fear has come. And trembled before King Rezin, yes,
and King Pekah.
I, the Lord,
will bring the emperor
of
Assyria.
Yes, continue.
Assyria.
Yes,
and all his forces to attack Judah.
Because they didn't believe.
Because
they didn't believe.
They trembled
in
front of the king.
So Emmanuel won't come. The name Emmanuel won't come, because if Emmanuel comes,
and those king, they are very mighty.
Yes, so Emmanuel was fulfilled in Hezekiah. Yes, Emmanuel was fulfilled through Hezekiah. It's Hezekiah that didn't fear, did what God was, and did courageous. Yes. So continue.
They will advance like the flood water of the river Euphrates, overflowing all its banks.
Okay, verse 8.
They will sweep through Judah in the flood, rising shoulder high and covering everything. God is with us.
God is with us.
Emmanuel, not Bim.
His outspread wings protect the land.
So, meaning God is with us. No matter what they will do, still God will protect us. Exactly. God will protect us. Why? Because God must leave a few. God doesn't destroy his people. So that's why he went with Shel Yashav. A few shall return. So Isaiah's son Emmanuel is a sign. Isaiah's son Shel Yashav is also a sign. That's why God told him, go with your son. It will appear here. Continue.
Verse 9.
Gather
together in fear, you nation. Listen, you desert part of the earth. Get ready to fight, but be afraid. Yes, get ready, but be afraid. Make your plans, but they will never succeed. Talk as much as you like, but it is all useless. Because the Lord is with us.
Because the Lord is with us. So he was saying, still, no matter what will happen, still God is with us. Isn't it the same, Emmanuel?
Okay.
Queen, this is all. This is all. And the New Testament writers invented story, intentionally took Isaiah 7:14, a prophecy meant for one person, King Ahaz, distorted it, removed the word almah, fixed Betula, virgin, gave it to Jesus and Mary, for God to come and impregnate Mary. For why?
Yes.
Queen, you go to church all your life and no pastor will teach you this. And you are in Ghana saying the Jewish people, they are lost. The original people that the thing belongs to them. You say they don't believe in Jesus, they are lost. You just quoted Isaiah 7:14. I have quoted Isaiah chapter 7, verse 1 to end, chapter 8, verse 1 to end. Now check your belief system. I told you the New Testament originally was in Greek. It was written by the Piso family, Piso family, under the supervision of the Flavian family. Do you know one Jewish guy played role in inventing the New Testament? His name is Flavius Josephus. Yes, or Josephus ben Matityahu. Yes, he was a Jew traitor. When they were about to destroy the Jerusalem temple, he betrayed his people, joined the Romans. So when he joined the Romans, he told General Titus, his father Vespasian is the Messiah and will come and save the Jewish people, because he wanted to become a sellout just to save his own people. And they adopted him into the Flavian family. So his name, Josephus ben Matityahu, then they changed his name to Flavius Josephus, whom they see in history. So as any Christian, whether you see Jesus in history, the first person, the first historian to write about Jesus in history was Flavius Josephus, who never saw Jesus. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the whole story, the reason why Isaiah 7:14 came. It has nothing to do with Mary conceiving, angel visiting him, saying the child will be called Jesus. Is not in here.
So why has the church preached it that way? Made it by force now, put the word virgin there instead of young woman. What intention is behind that?
Queen, the intention is the reason why people use proof texting.
Okay.
They intentionally, because they had an agenda to create a new religion. So the New Testament is a new religion from the Old Testament. So one dangerous thing they did was to attach it to the Old Testament. For you thinking it is the same book. That is why in the Jewish Bible, there is no New Testament. Queen, that is the only secret. So the New Testament was invented by the Romans, and those who helped them was the Piso family to invent the New Testament. That's why the books are anonymous. The books contradict each other. The stories doesn't add up, full of contradictions.
Now, how dangerous is it when one disputed word becomes the foundation for a major doctrine like Christianity? Just one word, when it is misinterpreted, how does it become dangerous for the foundation?
Yes, Queen.
For a major...
When you misinterpret one word, it can create chaos. Even the voice modulation can even change what the person meant. Imagine we are playing, we have a way of telling people, oh, my friend, you like doing that. Don't be silly, okay? Tell him he shouldn't be silly. Then I will go and tell him, Charlie, I heard the lady saying you shouldn't be silly. That your silly things you are doing. Anyway. Don't be silly. Yes. The lady said don't be silly. In the context of a jovial contest. But I am repeating the don't be silly in an anger tone. That's why Muslims are very particular with translation mistake, because when you mess up with one word, you spoil the whole sentence. The whole show. You see, and some are deliberate, especially when you see those changes in the New Testament. So there is a topic I will treat, how New Testament misquoted the Old Testament. I will show you verses. The New Testament writers, they will quote Old Testament out of context.
If the prophecy had immediate relevance in Ahaz's time, doesn't that weaken the claim that it was exclusively about Jesus Christ?
Yes, that is true. That's the fact. That's the fact. Because biblically, as we checked from the written document from the Bible, this prophecy was for Ahaz alone. Why should somebody come 500 years later claiming the prophecy that has been fulfilled in the presence of Ahaz? He is coming to fulfill that prophecy again. That person becomes a liar. This is simple.
In as much as the words are harsh, that's what we can
say.
say.
Very, very simple.
Because truth there, it's just one pair. There's nothing like a sugar-coated truth or a blue template or whatever. Truth is just one. Asa.
When I said 99% of those watching have not heard this teaching ever before.
Oh, of course. This one, dear.
I told them there are some things I will teach here. The day I will teach Isaiah 53, you will clap. Isaiah 53. They gave it to Jesus as the sovereign servant.
So right now, if you're a Christian, you should start asking questions. You, Ankasa, start asking.
Yes, you have to start questioning. Because you've not seen God before. You didn't meet Jesus. You were not there when they were writing. So you have every right to question.
And something that we have believed, say, it's about Jesus, no?
And today we are checking, it has nothing to do with him. And you are not shocked. It's you Christian that you have to shock and say, hey, this guy is calling our attention.
I'm shocked though. If you're watching, you're not shocked, dear. I don't even know.
You must be shocked. This is what I saw and I closed my church.
My reader, are you shocked?
I'm shocked.
He is shocked though. How many
too.
years have you been in church?
Over 10 years.
Thank you. Being a solid Christian for over how many years?
10 years.
We are not destroying anybody's faith.
No, we are not destroying your faith.
We are not destroying.
But if you do not question your belief system, then you are not truthful. When you start asking questions as a Muslim and your sheikh tells you to keep quiet,
Thank you.
then you have to know, please, my salvation depends on it.
Of course.
Queen, imagine we are traveling. Then one asks, is the car in good condition? Then somebody says, shut up. Why you tell me I should shut up?
When I'm in
My
the car,
life is
anything
involved.
can happen.
Yes. Or imagine we were traveling, then we are hearing some sound,
Hey,
under the car. Then one person, no, driver, park and check. Then somebody said, no, driver, let's go.
Let's go.
What do you mean by let's go?
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Our life is more important than the destination. So with all due respect, my fellow Christians, that's why I'm teaching, choosing my words carefully, not to offend anybody with my speech. No. With all due respect, I didn't write the Bible. I was a Christian like you. I was a pastor. I was having 9 branches. I turned to the Jewish people to ask questions. They told me, we don't come to Israel. The Bible you are holding, we won't even give you the original. The fake Bible you are holding, read it and check. It is not Jesus. I checked, no Jesus. I asked them, what about Isaiah 53? Even Isaiah 53, I had a debate with a Jewish rabbi and he blocked me. Do you know why? The Jewish rabbi, the Jews, most of them, they say Isaiah 53 is about the nation of Israel.
Okay.
And I told them, no, it is about Isaiah. We did the debate. He lost and blocked me. I will teach here. Isaiah 53 is about Isaiah. The book of Isaiah was written by 3 people. We have first Isaiah, second Isaiah, and third Isaiah.
Now, dear, game over. Game is over. Hey! That's why the pastors don't want to come. This one day, we are just doing the challenge. If you feel like whatever we are saying here, we are making some gimmicks or some gameplay is going on, Master, come, bring your faith. Come and defend it. The platform, like I say, every day is for each and every one of us. If only you can come and defend. We don't need weaklings here. We don't need shaky materials, as Mr. Moshey would say. We don't need, as you can see, what is going on here, no? And it's joke. Hash bash it's not a joke. We are not joking here. So if you know that you are shaking material, please stay at home. We need people who can defend the faith.
This
because
is Santiago Bernabeu.
Thank you.
So before you come,
you have to be well equipped. Because maybe I did on solid ground. We don't shake here. If you come and you fall, that's on to you. We'll set a ring. Very soon, you will see our WrestleMania here. This one we'll call Lizmedia. Thank you. The reader cry, he's shaking his head. He's into it.
someone asked me, Avraham, imagine, with all due respect, how I got to know that the angel Ajagraja, the picture he was showing, belongs to Carlos Quavedo. What did I do? I just took the picture, opened Google, used the Google lens. I put the picture there. Google lens brought the picture. I check. It says the picture belongs to Carlos Quavedo. Simple. Hey. We have the whole world in our hand.
Why are you being so fixated on this particular angel?
No,
there are so many angels.
No, it's only
Ajagraja. Mr. Ajagraja, why?
It's only Ajagraja, you know, and El Savantolia. And Zigzag.
It looks like you have a personal problem with this one because I don't understand.
He's my best friend.
These
I like
two
him.
people.
He's my best
angels.
friend.
Hey, your best friend.
No, when you see me mentioning some, I like the person.
Like him.
Yes.
Oh.
I like him too much. I like him. He will come here. He will come.
You come.
Yeah.
You come.
But I'm not sure you will come and meet me. So if Lizmedia want to host him, yeah, you will come.
Yeah.
Take answer. Yeah. So Lizmedia will call you so that you come and explain things to you. I won't be here.
When you are coming, please bring your 2 angels. And bring them. We would gladly want to see them. If you can bring them to a fine, let the camera just capture them. One, be penny who say they are with you all the time. Media, I want to see things. Media. Let's go into some questions and then we'll see how we bring it to an end today. So why do you think many believers accept the virgin birth emotionally before examining the text critically like we are doing now? What has been the main reason for we Christians to be sleeping and then accept what has been said to us or what we've been told without ever examining the text quite critically?
This is the strategy they used. Imagine you got into a room and you saw a dart and then someone has thrown the arrow, 4 darts with the arrow precisely in the middle. Now, Queen, the moment you get into the room, you start praising the person that, wow, this is amazing. How did you do it? You might think the person just threw the arrow, it entered the middle, threw the arrow, the middle, threw the arrow, the middle. Now the person will explain like this. This is what they do. Now, Queen, they threw the arrow first. Now, after throwing the arrow, before they drew the circle around it for it to look perfect, as if it is in the middle.
Wow.
So that is what the New Testament writers did. When we were born, the Old Testament and the New Testament was already there. This one claiming it is fulfilling this, and we accepted it as truth. So now when somebody is proving even falsehood from it, you see that person as the enemy, as an antichrist. Yes, or the person is rather lying. Imagine the person that you know as your father till now. One day, somebody calls you and tell you, hey, do you know that man is not your father? The first thing to do is to argue. You will argue.
Oh, you say so,
yes, you argue until you do your research, you get documents, you do DNA to prove. And today I think we've done justice to the topic to prove who Emmanuel is from their own Bible. It was a sign for only Isaiah and doesn't have dual fulfillment. It has singular fulfillment, and it was fulfilled through Isaiah's young wife, and that was Mahashala Hashbash.
Has the fear of questioning church tradition stopped many people from thinking honestly?
Yes, Queen. In religion, they don't want anybody to think. And I've met a lot of pastors here, and all that they say is, you Avraham, you think your logic, you think your common sense, you can use your brain to question God, because I'm questioning the scriptures. And with the God-given brain, Queen, even if I've not seen God before, the brain I have, I was born with it. And what is the use of my brain? Is to think and question. But in religion, they don't want you to use your head. So someone said, to whom religion is given, sense is taken. The moment they give you religion, they take your sense. They don't want you to think. They will tell you stories that doesn't exist. With all due respect, ask every Muslim whether we have flying horses on this planet. We'll tell you, where did you see flying horse?
Exactly.
Ask a Muslim, does unicorn exist? So unicorn is a mythical character. Ask him, did your prophet sat on a flying horse to heaven? He will tell you yes.
UTI was saying the way the angel touched the mouth of, who is it, Isaiah, whoever, with the coal.
Yeah, well, yes.
The burning coal.
The burning coal. Yes.
So UTI was asking God's general that is God a dragon?
No. There is a verse.
Why would you say that?
No, it's not even from that verse.
You know, there is another. The quotation is
there is another verse.
Hot coal.
No, there is another verse that describes the God of the Bible as fire from his mouth. Yes, it's Psalm 18.
And in nostrils.
Psalm 18, verse 6. Yes. Yeah, let's read. Psalm 18, verse 6.
Read for us.
Yeah, the dragon verse.
Hey.
Yeah.
And the UTI.
Yes. It's Psalm 18, verse 6.
Psalm 18, verse 6.
Yeah. That's why UTI never said the God of the Bible. Psalm 18, verse 6. Yes.
In my trouble, I called to the Lord.
So David said, in my trouble, I called to the Lord.
I called to my God for help.
He called to his God for help.
In his temple, he heard my voice.
So God heard his voice.
He listened to my cry for help.
God listened to David's cry for help.
Then the earth trembled and shook.
The earth trembled and shook.
The foundation of the mountains rocked.
The foundations of the mountains rock.
And quaved.
And quaved.
Because God was angry.
Because God was angry.
Smoke poured out of his
nostrils. Smoke poured out from his nostrils.
And consuming flame.
And burning coal.
From his mouth.
So, yeah, dragon movement.
Thank you. Hey, this one we are not the one saying it. So UTI, he's the one who said it. Please.
No, and it's in the Bible.
And it's in the Bible anyway. Yes. But UTI was the one who said dragon. If you have any problem, please, when it comes here,
Yeah, God General said, this makes my God fearful if my God behaves like a
and God
dragon.
General also said that Allah has one leg.
Hey, what religion will do to us?
Hey, my people. So you see, this one has something to say. This one has. Can't we be one people? Can't we put all these things aside and just be like one people?
Let's be human beings.
We will live so peacefully.
Oh, religion.
Must we fight each other? Must we quarrel? You see how we are making laughs over this? These are like.
But one leg is not easy.
How can you say someone's God has one leg? Like, what proof do you have? Me and you, we've not seen God before. Do you get?
No, he will give you hadith.
I mean,
he will give you hadith.
God.
Oh, religion.
God's general, two. You are doing good. You are doing good.
For me,
you are doing a great job.
I'm out of religion.
The religion, sometimes it puts us in a box. Well, sitting aside and watching all of these three do their thing, say what they believe in. Sometimes it's some way. Even though you need to belong to a side, yes, I agree. To an extent, you have to be somewhere anyway. But it shouldn't be a grounds for separation. I think a lot, if you ask me if I had my way, I would say that even if it's the hadith, I mean, it goes hand in hand with the Quran. We can amend certain things to make it suit our today's era.
That doesn't exist in religion. In religion, you don't use your opinion. Islam for you to use your
own idea.
No.
It doesn't work that way.
What is written, you have to follow. If you can't,
imagine this Bible thing that we are doing now. If I had my way, we would have amended certain things so that Christians will be reformed. We would understand that what we've been taught so many years now, actually, this is it. If we can step away with our emotions, and apply some sense of thinking, because even in Islam, it's allowed. In the Quran, it's there. You have to apply critical thinking. In as much as they also follow Muhammad's step, peace be unto him, they follow the prophets and every other thing that he came to do. Even though you have been told, even though this is what they said he came to do, you too, as you are practicing the religion, think. Don't leave your brains away and follow blindly. That is not what we are doing. All we are doing here is for us to get enlightened. That is our agenda. We are not pushing you. We are not forcing you. We know that this thing is a gradual process. I'm sure with time, you too, you will come to understand certain things. Me, no one was a Christian more than me. Me, I go to church, Papa. I used to sing Pope. But today, here I am. We will get there. It's a gradual process, and this is an individual journey. Obi nko mo obi. When it's your time, when God calls you, you will understand. It's a calling. Aye. So in do so, yeah, just be patient. You will get there. Don't be fighting people. For what reason? The people that you are fighting for, where are they? Why? Let's be calm. Let's just be, live the life. This is how it's supposed to be. How many years are we to spend here anyway? The time will come. It will be like we once lived. We were once here. Just focus on what you achieve as human, because at the end of the day, nothing you make will go with you. You will leave everything back home. So why are we arguing over certain trivial things? You want to kill yourself over something that you don't even own. You came to meet. Think about it. Okay. Do some doctrines survive because they are true, while others survive simply because people are afraid to challenge them? This question is deep.
Queen, doctrines do not survive just because they are truth.
Okay.
Doctrines survive because they were accepted.
Okay.
Yes, the difference between acceptance and truth. So people accept to do certain things because they chose to accept it without questioning.
Okay.
The moment you bring questioning in doctrine, you will leave.
You are gone.
Because for you to tell me I have to wash my nose because Satan slept in my nose as a Muslim. And the other day, my brother Yutiadawa was saying bacteria.
Yeah,
no, it's not bacteria.
Is
all the sheikhs say it's like Prophet Muhammad telling you he saw the angel. You have no proof. You have to believe. That's it. So there are things in the religion you don't
can't
question. When the prophet says, so Satan slept in your nostrils, it is Satan who slept in the chamber and hall. You don't question. It is not that they are trying a bacteria and the bacteria hasn't done anything. How can I sleep? I wake up in the morning, bacteria enter my nose.
Oh, say bacteria, they're everywhere. Maybe you see, like he said.
Then there are bacteria in our body.
That time, the desert.
Don't you have
those who are living there?
Don't we have bacteria
sand,
within us? That they should, when they wake up every morning, they should go to hospital for doctor to clean their whole system up from bacteria. You understand? So yes, that bacteria are with us.
Okay, what about those people living on the desert? That that place is very dusty. So you definitely inhale sand.
Yeah. Yes. But that is not why
it was made.
It said when you wake up in the morning. So the nose washing is when you wake up in the morning, according to the hadith. In the morning, I'm not on the desert. I've slept.
But previously, last night.
What I'm saying is, according to Islam and the scholars, no need to ask for any interpretation.
Okay.
If the prophet says, when you keep pictures of animals and humans in your room, angels will not come into your house. Don't ask questions. Just obey. That is religion. So some doctrines have survived just because people didn't question it. When you start questioning, you will not believe in it again. That's what I did, and I left religion. Yes. For you to tell me a virgin got pregnant, I have to ask you a question, because scientifically, virgins do not get pregnant by spirit. Yes. The other day, I asked somebody to introduce God to me. He said God is a spirit. Then I asked him, who told you God is a spirit? He said, yes, because God is spirit. I said, okay. Have you seen God before? He says, no. I said, how did you know the person is a spirit? So you are just repeating what you were told. Sometimes you repeat what you were told until they question you. Yes, that's what the first thing the police does is to question. When you go to the court, the lawyer questions you.
Exactly.
So it is the questions that bring intent. So when they see the intent, you have a gun. Having a gun is not a crime. The questioning brings the purpose. You understand? So in religion, you don't question, just obey. Yes. So for me, I have not seen any God. I didn't see any God writing any book. So for you to bring a book to me to tell me this book is from God, the questions I will ask you, you will suffer.
Yo, in one blunt sentence, what would you say to someone who has used Isaiah 7:14 all their life without ever studying its context?
The only thing I will tell you is, you never knew. Now that I've told you, you have no excuse anymore. Listening to me is the most dangerous thing every religious person will ever do to himself. I always say it. The moment you start listening to me, you get confused. And your brain start telling you two things. He's saying the truth, he's saying the truth. And the same brain say, Charlie, be careful, he's lying. What if that's it? Yes. And you can bear witness. Even the comment section, check. You are totally confused. Because what he's saying, it is written. There are pastors who call me and say, Avraham, I won't come and debate you. Because what you are saying, it is written. But what I have believed, I won't allow you to change it from me.
Exactly.
One pastor told me, Avraham, you've proven to me. I had a CD, Paul the Arrogant Liar.
Hey.
The pastor listened and he said, Avraham, you've proven to me that Paul is a liar. But as for my Jesus today, I won't stop following him, because I've followed Jesus all my life. You understand? So
it's hard to
turn
back.
Yes, sometimes whatever the brain accepts, throwing it away becomes a problem. The only problem we have, whether your health, whether your marriage, whether your finance, whether your well-being, whether your success, depends on the brain. This controls your whole body. Yesterday, I was telling one person that for you to be fit in the next 20 years, for you to be healthy, has nothing to do with your jogging. Yes, it plays a role. But if you don't have a clear conscience, if you don't have a good mindset, you go all the jogging and you end up having stroke. Upon all your... So freedom is here. Heaven is here. We build heaven within. And when we say within, is the brain. Yes, everything is here.
What else can we say I would want to ask you one last one, and then we come to an end. If Isaiah 7:14 is a shaky proof, or is shaky as a proof, what does that do to the wider Christian argument about fulfilled prophecy?
Yes, anyone who watched our previous teachings and then watches this one will now understand the intention of the New Testament writers. And in our next episode, I will prove how the New Testament writers misquoted the Old Testament. They take verse from the Old Testament and then they distort it, fix it into their story for it to make sense. So get ready for another amazing episode. The New Testament writers quoting the Old Testament wrongly. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. When it was an agenda given to a family to invent a new book for the Christian religion, and that is the Bible. They tapped into the Old Testament, took verses out of context just to create their stories. And I'll prove that. I'll prove that tomorrow.
Do you think most pastors who preach Isaiah 7:14 know the translation controversy, or they deliberately avoid it?
When they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. What I'm teaching you, who will teach you this? They don't know. They have no idea. And I know a lot of them are at the comment section, they are confused. They don't know. They don't know. I was a pastor just opening branches, taking tithe and offering without checking. It was one time that I said, no, let me start questioning this book. And I discovered all. Until you question, you won't know. Yes, until you question, you won't know. Yes.
How should an honest seeker approach scripture when doctrine and context appear to clash?
Yes, I said it before the commencement of today's program.
Okay.
When listening to any preaching, any Muslim preacher, when doing any research, don't approach the research with your belief system. When approach the research as a layman, as if you don't know anything. But when you approach with so people approach research whilst wearing the glasses of Christianity to scan the research. You understand?
Exactly.
So you won't see if it is going against Christianity. But when you go with a clear conscience, looking for the truth, you see the loopholes. Yes, that's it. Because I was a Christian, I was criticizing Islam. The moment I wanted to check the Bible, I started using the same method I used to reject the Quran to check the New Testament. I rejected the New Testament. So when I came on social media, I was teaching only based on the Old Testament. Yes, that's what we call Messianic Jew. That means I was following Judaism. I was like a Messianic Jew at first, and then I left. Then I became a Noahide.
Hey.
That's a Gentile learning with the Jewish people.
Okay.
Yes, they call you a Noahide, not a Jew.
So you are not
Yet a Jew. No, to become a Jew, you need to be converted.
Okay.
Yes, you need to. They have to
There's
convert
a lot
you.
of processes
Yes,
in
a
there,
lot of. They will even reject you 3 times. Yes. So one rabbi told me, you don't have to be a Jew. You are too smart. That's what he told me. He said, be who God created you to be.
Exactly.
And here I am. So Queen, that's it. They approach a Muslim watching me disproving the virgin birth will be clapping, but has forgotten the virgin birth is in the Quran.
Exactly.
Yes, it is also in the Quran. So if the Bible is false, the Quran is false. Totally. So my fellow Muslims, there is no virgin birth anywhere. No Prophet Muhammad came to the Prophet to tell him about virgin birth. He took it from the Bible. He learned it from the Christians. And today I've proven it from the Bible that it is false. So simple. Just put the Quran aside. Live a beautiful life. When you die, they will bury you. Simple.
Yo, tonight's conversation has been bold, necessary, and a bit uncomfortable, if you ask me. But we need to do what we have to do. We got to do what we got to do. Yeah. It's been another interesting end. And then I must say a very big thank you to my guest, Avraham, being Moshey for joining me on this one-on-one. And my reader, yes. And he's always here, strong in faith. But today, I'm sure some questions will be going through his head. He's thinking very critically. And then as we have been through this conversation, or if you had stayed with us, you realize that we have looked at Isaiah 7:14, the virgin birth claim, the translation tension, the historical setting, and the deeper question of whether people are reading prophecy carefully or inheriting interpretations without investigation. I am Queen Liz, your beautiful host.